Part 2.
Near Protocol is an AI Aurora virtual machine that enables developers to build and scale decentralized applications, or dApps. Its Nightshade sharding mechanism makes it fast, accessible, and cost-effective, with 600 millisecond block times and 1.2 second finality, claiming to be 200,000 times more energy efficient than Bitcoin, have 10,000 times lower fees, and be up to 600 times faster than Ethereum, and even faster than Solana. With the convergence of AI with crypto, you don't get much better than Near Protocol. As of today, they've reached 100,000 users and over 500 million in TVL. Moving on to Ravencoin. The code doesn't know what is going on in the world and is not relevant to the function of the protocol. Bitcoin focuses on nation-state level security and economic stability. There's an argument that says Bitcoin should focus only on security and predictability, and not optimize for things like second layer tokens. Whether on the Bitcoin chart or another chain, internet money will need to interact with digital assets. And that's why Ravencoin is a natural fit. Ravencoin is a power coin that started 100% fairly, the only altcoin that's the same as Bitcoin. So all of these major coins, Solana, Ethereum, Cardano, EOS, Avalanche, Internet Computer, they all have a portion that has either gone to insiders or has some other allocation than the public sale. So Ravencoin has no pre-mine, no fundraise, no ICO, no developer reward, no founders reward. It is a fair launch, and it's 100% proof of work mining. So Bitcoin 1.0 digital cash introduced decentralized digital currency, and then 2.0 is Ethereum and others with smart contracts and tokenization. It enabled programmable contracts and diverse token creation. And then you have Ravencoin for asset issuance and transfer. It's specialized in straightforward creation and transfer of digital assets without the need of smart contracts. The facts are the facts. I mean, you look at gold, has low liquidity, transportation is wasteful. It weighs a ton. It's costly to transport. There's divisibility issues. It is centralized and it is controlled. There's more found every single day, and there's like 900 trillion scattered throughout our oceans. Insurmountable amounts of fraud. And it's T plus 1 week or down to 1 day settlement. And there's less trading hours than Bitcoin. 1971 versus 2010, 1,638 hours per year versus 8,760 hours per year. And then the worst of them all is fiat. Inflationary, trust-based, centralized by the centralized monsters. Unlimited supply because the debt ceiling just raises when it needs to. Oh, how much more money do we need to print? There we go. Turn on the printers faster. And then fiat has no reserve assets. It's just a bunch of credit that floats around in computers. Not audited in over 100 years. And even if they did audit, like they would want to, what they were saying to audit Fort Knox, who's going to trust them anyway? The dollar, specifically, lost 99% of its purchasing power over the last century. And then you get to Bitcoin. Deflationary, decentralized, limited supply, cryptographic security. T plus 1 hour to 1 millisecond settlement. Audited every 10 minutes. Trustless, immutable, transparent, permissionless, economic energy, global access 24/7, 365, forever. It's the fairest money on earth and the top performing asset in 11 out of the last 14 years. Just gotta say, God bless Bitcoin. So if you're not seeing it already with, your bank's interface or the app that you use, or PayPal and Venmo just announced probably one of the largest, called PayPal World, that will basically combine all of their digital products into crypto. So the giants are here. If you're holding Bitcoin, again, just like holding Ethereum, there are a lot of options out there for you to gain liquidity of just not holding these assets. You can do a lot of things with these assets, and that's the thing about programmability, is that it can be used cross-chain. You can use it in a lot of ways, and with BTC coming, it's going to open up trillions of liquidity. The Meg 7, there's only one company in the world out of the Meg 7 that holds Bitcoin, and that is Tesla. Tesla owns over 11,000 Bitcoin. All of these companies are heavily involved in crypto. Not that they own Bitcoin on their balance sheet, but they are all involved. Don't let them fool you. Well, in the video, they are the backbone of AI, and AI is powered by crypto. So there's that. And if you want to mine crypto, it's probably mined with a graphics card or a miner that is built by NVIDIA to establish and unleash the immense promise of dollar-backed stablecoins. This could be perhaps the greatest revolution in financial technology since the birth of the internet itself. It does unlock trillions in capital, and it brings banks into crypto. It establishes the first clear regulatory framework for fiat-backed stablecoins in the world's largest economy. So it's the most established on-chain use case, stablecoins, with over 250 billion already on-chain. Enables global access to the US dollar with near instant settlement, low fees, and 24/7 availability. It's basically a pass and a fail. So a pass would be that a token is a commodity, and then the fail is a token is likely a security. So the ones that currently pass Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Monero, and Doge. Ones that currently fail for various reasons. XRP, BNB, or BSC. You have Solana, Tron, Aptos. Oh, by the way, RWA TDL, total value locked, is at an all-time high of 6.1 billion. And 80% of that is on Ethereum. Another thing, Ethereum just hit all-time high with 1.77 trillion transferred in a quarter across 21 million transactions. That was just USDC usage. Just USDC. Peterson asks, he says, why won't Bitcoin just suck the investment capital out of everything? And Saylor says, it is and it will. That's why I'm here. And that's why I'm here. That's kind of like why we're all here. When you study it enough, you understand that it is a vacuum of all value in the world. The more capital I raise, the more capital I can raise, which breaks every textbook at Harvard and Stanford. The world is changing. Ivy League school or not, everyone will be racing to accumulate more Bitcoin. They are the machine for productive Ethereum. There's about, 1.5 million Ethereum in the strategic ETH reserve, about $4.5 billion worth. The time of ETH is here, and what an exciting time to be alive. That's all I gotta say.